Whoa, learn more. What the hell? Abide by swear in this? Huh. What the heck? Remember to guard our privacy. Craziest. What up, y'all? I don't even know really what I'm doing here. Yo, what's up? What is up, everybody? Ooh, very mean. Very mean, pretty tease. I've seen your comments for a minute, and this is what the hell? I do like frozen steaks. Have you ever had a frozen steak before? It rips, dude. You actually don't like a frozen steak? What are you talking about? Everybody loves a frozen steak. How was your day? What's the occasion? Honestly, I don't even know. Also, I don't like that I did that. This feels too like YouTuber from 2012 of like, yeah, what up, y'all? I do like green peas. How was my day? Pretty good. Actually, you know what? I have had better days. I have had better days. What is a frozen? You said I like them. You said I like them. And now you're saying you don't know what a frozen steak is. That doesn't make sense at all. You're full of it, dude. I am wearing a purple shirt. You're all no. You're all making fun of me now. This was supposed to be fun. I was supposed to have fun here, and now you guys are the ones having the fun, and you're making fun of me. What the hell? What? I'm not streaming to tell us about my lunch. I have not had lunch yet. That wasn't you. Was that actually not you? Oh, damn. That was you. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening at this point. Why not, huh? You don't know what dude, a frozen steak, it's kind of like a milk steak, but you freeze it. So some people like to freeze their steak, and then basically what they do is a little while later, they take it out of the freezer, they let it thaw out, and then they can fry it. So they can fry it again, they put it in there raw. That's not what I do with the frozen steak, actually. In fact, I don't like that. What I do is I cook the steak, then I put it in the freezer, I let it freeze over, and then I get to eat it like a popsicle. That's a frozen steak for you. Charlie Day lookalike. I'm actually flattered by that, okay? I think it's only the manic episode. Eat for us, kitten. That's really creepy. That's that's very strange. Um I'm a Charlie Day lookalike, but I would also say that I also have a lot of songs and different tales about spiders, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, you're not American Canadian enough for this? Guess what? Apparently I'm neither. So you know what? I hate to admit it. I I I hate to admit it. I am having fun. This is this is unfortunately fun. No, no Trump impressions. I refuse to do Trump impressions. I it feels like I need to get 3D glasses for you guys. I don't know. This might be dating me, but I remember Spy Kids 3. There's like a scene in Spy Kids 3. Only in I never got to see it in theaters. We rented it on video, and unfortunately, we didn't have glasses for it, so it kind of sucked. But there's a scene in it where the girl puts her hand out and she goes like that right to it, and that's kind of what it feels like when I go like this and I point a finger at you. This is crazy. Wait until I pull my ding out. I am old. I'm almost 30, dude. I am old. Yeah, hey, but I got ID'd last night. I am old, but I got ID'd last night. Strange. I've never had. Oh wow, I can't even do that one. I was gonna say I've never had someone try and ID me when I'm trying to get school cafeteria lunch. Really creepy. I don't know why I said that. That was a lot of regret. The elf fell off the shelf. I am the type of person to skip ads. You're not wrong about that, dude. I kind of just came on here to try and write. Honestly, I've been having the craziest writer's block, and I'm trying to get through anything. So it was one where I was like, if I come on here and I just try bits, I feel like getting ID. There's something to be said there. I would ID you to see if you're too old to try. That actually that actually is funny. Unfortunately, that actually is funny, and that, greatly upsets me that I would ID you to see if you're too old to drive. Do you have an autographed version of the Bible? That actually is funny as well, yes, I do have one time I met Tony Hawk, and I got him to autograph my Bible. It's the sickest Bible alive. You'd never believe it too, also. Travis Pastrana has signed my copy of the Quran, so I'm kind of unstoppable. Either grow a beard or don't. Nah, dude. No, okay? I keep this thing shaved, alright? And yeah, my face is kind of fat right now because I had a beer last night, and I'm regretting that. I had a Miller High Life because things are up, okay? Yeah, big old thing of water. I was never actually. No, I want to clear the air on this, man. Was never actually a teacher. I was a teacher's aide or an EA, specifically an education assistant. I don't know if you know what an education assistant is. Basically, I would have to sit in a classroom with a teacher, and if kids started misbehaving, I would have to outkid them. I would have to yell at them. I would have to be mad at them. It was a truly horrible job. Actually, some of the kids I liked. That's not true. Some of the kids I enjoyed. Some of the kids were cool, but I mostly worked with special needs kids. So I worked with special needs kids. Sometimes they would have me in an independent classroom that would only be special needs kids, and that was a lot. Only special needs kids. That's called a woodworking classroom. Okay, bang, another one. Gotcha. That's also not true. Don't know why I said that. I do. I have a lot of tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos that I always keep. Get off. Yes, get off my lawn. Type job is. You're not wrong, dude. Yeah, yeah, yes, I was the useless person in the room. It was. It was crazy to be in the high school class. The high school class was insane because it's just you. You're just a professional hall monitor. That's all you do. I'm a professional hall monitor, and I was horrible at it. Like for real, I would see someone with a vape and be like, "Hey, can I hit that vape?" That's kind of where I was at. Imagine having a window, dude. Imagine trying to fight the urge to jump out of it every single day. So kind of nice. With why the light on when the window opened. That's a good point, honestly. I think it's probably because I'm in a basement suite. Like here, check it out. Here's the light off. That actually looks better. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. You know what, man? My bad. That actually does. But yeah, I do have a bunch of tattoos. Actually, you'd be surprised by it. Here, let me show you. This trips people out. This is gonna go into a weird place. I feel like. You do believe you should be allowed to be offensive? Allowed to be offensive in comedy if you don't intend to hurt? That's an interesting question, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've never tried to like offend anyone in comedy. Here, this is what I have. People never see this because I specifically never put it online. But arms, nothing, nothing. I have nothing on all, and also the other leg. But I keep it all. I don't know. I keep it all hidden because specifically for like acting stuff, it works better. I should be allowed. Can we turn off the lights so we don't have to see? Dad, damn, Dad, no, no, you're being rude. You're being mean to me. Actually, you're being mean. You're being rude. That's Joni Mitchell. Oh, Joni Mitchell, dude, or Bob Seger. Dog, Joni Mitchell or Bob Seger? I think I'm gonna go with Joni Mitchell here. I love the song Coyote by Joni Mitchell so unbelievably much. Joni Also, can I just say this is like this is like the opposite of what a YouTube live should be. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I feel like it's so funny. YouTube Live is usually someone playing video games, having fun, doing something cool. Instead, it's me on here just wiling out and screaming about Joni Mitchell's "What Honda Do You Drive?" Damn, that hurts. That is you're not wrong. You are not wrong about that at all. Actually, I used to drive a '96 Honda Civic. I used to drive a '96 Honda Civic, but if it makes you feel any better, probably within a year I'll be driving a bus. So, who knows? Let me see this. Who did better blackface? Um, who did I'm trying to think of who got caught doing blackface. I think greatest, which also crazy way to start a sentence, greatest blackface of all time is such an insane way to start. I don't know what it is. It feels like for some reason there's still some people in China or Asia rocking the hell out of blackface. There are people in Asia that are going crazy on blackface still. It's in if I can make you laugh, will I get a tattoo of my choice? No, because I know what your tattoo will be. And oh, dude, yeah, your tattoo will be a dick going into my mouth. And 100%, Robert, I'm so with you. Robert Downey Jr. This is the dumbest thing ever. So I was born in '96. So I was like probably like I want to say 9 or 10 when Robert Downey Jr. like when Tropic Thunder came out, and I had no clue who Robert Downey Jr. was. Like I didn't know who the actor was. So I remember everybody was freaking out, being like, "Robert Downey Jr. Look at him in his new role." And all I could think was like, "Yeah, it's just a what's so crazy about a black man being in a comedy?" Like I truly was so stupid, and I had such little information on Robert Downey Jr. that I saw the situation. I was like, well, what's so wrong with a black man holding it down for stand-up comedy? Or for a comedy. I'm like, you got Jack Black, you got this, you got this person. Is it that bad to have a black man in it? And I remember I knew black Robert Downey Jr. before I knew white Robert Downey Jr., which also I realized I should probably keep my voice down because my neighbor is outside. Real quick. Let me shut this thing real quick. Oh, got a little sneak peek. Got a little sneak peek. Did you hear that Tom Hardy announced his debut? Ooh. Did he? That feels real. Tom, a Triforce, a trifecta with Zarf? What? Seriously? Like Zarface, like from like who worked with MF Doom? Huh? Like rap snitches. Dylan. Wow, that's Zarface. Huh? 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 That's insane. That's what? Why? So if you if hey if you're new to the chat, it looks as though Robert or Tom Hardy is going to be unveiling his newest rap album. I don't understand why. I think if you're an actor, you don't need to. I don't need to see any more actors do music. I'm good. I'm set. I think there's enough actors to transition over to music. That's cool. I don't want to see any more. I don't. If I ever drop, honestly, if I ever drop a rap album, it's on site. I want every single person in this chat to know you have full permission to take it there. And obviously, I can't say what taking it there is because this is alive and because this is how I make my living and because if I do put this out here, then it'll not be good. Yeah, Mellow Ball was on that freestyle, right? Oh, that actually okay, that is true. Childish Gambino and Olivia Rodrigo were great. That is damn, you are correct about that. Yeah, Childish Gambino felt like he was a guy though. Childish Gambino, I knew him before Awaken My Love. Like obviously I didn't know him, but I knew him before Awaken. Uh, Tyler, are we talking Tyler the Creator? Are we talking? We're talking Tyler the Creator out here. Okay, okay. No, no, no. I'm not rapping. I'm not rapping because it's gonna end with me saying the N word. Okay? I know how freestyling goes, and it's gonna end with me immediately getting demonetized. It's gonna end with a lot of the queens being upset, and it'll end with a lot of my friends being angry at me because the funk shall take over me, and I will let it slip. Okay? I haven't said it in. You know what? We're gonna get off this topic. Actually, I'm gonna get off this topic immediately. This is so. No, no, you can. The past doesn't exist. That's don't listen to Little Boy Catcher. The past is an old black trick. I've known enough people. I've yes. I've you fallen for. No, I've not. I'm not gonna go down on that one. But yeah, the N-word pass does not exist. The N-word pass is fake. The moment someone says that you have the N-word pass, that's a trap. Okay? It's the same thing as when a girlfriend is like, which one of my friends would you sleep with? No. Anytime a girl is like, which one of my friends would you want to sleep with? There's no right answer. That's why I always say Daryl, okay? My girlfriend will ask me, she's like, if we could have a threesome, who would it be with? And I always say Rick. Okay? Rick. And I would make her watch. Who Kevin Language Show? Who is the Kevin what is Kevin Language Show? Why do I feel like what? I feel like Kevin Language Show. Kevin Language Show feels like it's a lol pass thing, right? Is Kevin Language Show not? This feels like a lol. This feels like you're trying to get me on a lol cow thing. I, d- I, I don't want to look it up. I don't want to look up the Kevin Language Show because I feel like if I look up the Kevin Language Show, it's gonna be like a two girls one cup situation. It's gonna be like a blue waffle thing. It's gonna be one of those things that I fell for when I was like 12 years old and I could never get out of my brain. All right. Thoughts on indie shows? Oh, what kind of indie shows we talking, dude? Okay, I'm looking up. Oh, oh God, I'm looking up Kevin Lang. What is? Sorry, I got you perched up on my desk. What? Oh God. Oh, what the hell? What is the Kevin language? Oh, let me see here. Public community reality game show created and hosted by a digital creator. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is like something normal. Five actors versus. Oh, yes, I have seen this show. Okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yes, I do know the Kevin Language Show. I am dropping a rap album. Actually, I shouldn't say I know the Kevin Language Show. I would do it, but also I honestly look, y'all rip, y'all are the realist. I honestly do not think I have the following to be able to get on that show. This is a situation. Actually, who knows? I don't know. Sean on Pop the Balloon. That's I'm on Pop the Balloon, but it's me just sitting on every single one of the balloons. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those game show like those races where they'll run for the chair and we'll be on the chair and you just have to sit on it and pop. I would be doing that, but in I also think I would never go on a pop the balloon show because I know how devastatingly hurt that would make me. I know that would make me so upset the moment that I did it. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I know it would end so poorly. And also, let me write this down. I'm writing down this thing about checking your school ID in a cafeteria, school cafeteria, right? I'm with it, dude. I'm gonna try it out. Southern Baptist. I introduced my boyfriend to you. You thought you were decent. Thanks. That's so funny. That's so funny to be like, I introduced my boyfriend to you. He broke up with me immediately. I introduced my boyfriend to you. He thought you were fake and also gay. I introduced my boyfriend to you. Now I'm in a psych ward. Yeah, they won't let me leave. Overpop the balloon. Aaron Watch would make a great couple. Yeah, Aaron Branch. I'm curious who that even is. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Washington, come down. How long do I write for every day? I try to do an hour every day, but honestly, in the last little while, I've been lacking so hard. That's also why you probably have noticed this. So I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. Uh, I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. Right now, FIFA, like the FIFA World Cup, is going on right here. I'm not kidding. For like the last probably 2 weeks, maybe 60 to 70% of shows that I've been on have been canceled. Just because there's absolutely no audience showing up, no people pulling through. So it's just been canceled, 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 all because of FIFA. Everything's getting canceled. So it's also been a excuse me, it's been a nightmare to capture any information. It's been a nightmare to capture any footage or anything. No one wants to see you, Sprite. What the hell? Introduce you to you and Aaron Branch. What the hell? How long do you write for every day? Introducing my boyfriend. He stopped thinking I could legally consent for laughing at you. Once again, very funny. Once again, FISA 2000. That does get me. Introducing my boyfriend. He thought I couldn't legally consent after laughing at your jokes. No, you're bullying me. You're making fun of me. You're being rude. You're being. Dude, who's that guy who goes on live? I'm so curious about it. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Who'll go on live at TikTok and go, come on, let's go. Let's go. There we go. Yep, rack it up, rack it up. Yep, there we go. Yep, there we go. There we go. Like, that's all he does. You laugh like a dying seagull. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? There's a dude who for years would just go on TikTok live and all he would do is go, come on, rack it up. There we go. There we go. Hard it. Hard it. Yeah, there we go. Come on, guys. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Man, what's your screen time? Dude, you don't even want to know what my screen time is. Oh. The amount that I spend on my phone is daunting. It is horrifying. I am so uneducated, dude. I think I have like written more books than I have read. I have wrote more jokes than I have truly consumed as a book. It's doggone flabbergasted. That's what I'll tell you. Yes, I know. Hey, why do you think I'm drinking water, dog? Why do you think I'm drinking water the way I am? Okay, I'm drinking a little bit of tea. These tea bags. Hey, how about I tea bag you? Okay. Yeah, fish home when he drinks. What you taking fish home? Can make tea with. It's a short king. I am. I am. Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. I am short. Okay. And that's what I have to live with, dude. How often do you need to perform comedy a week to be considered a comic? Ooh, that's actually a great question. I don't know, dude. I'll be totally honest with you. If I don't perform stand up every like within 2 days, I just start feeling like I'm losing it. Like I feel like I'm not a comedian anymore. I feel like I'm slipping. It just starts really messing with me. But I also know comics who are phenomenal and will get up like once a month. It's the strangest thing. I've just never done that. I don't know. Uh, what's my favorite concert I've ever been to? I don't know. I think the coolest concert I went to recently, that hairline is slipping. Coolest concert that I went to recently, I would say is Deftones. I went to Deftones like last summer and I thought that was the coolest one specifically because I knew Deftones before TikTok really got a hold of them. Never saw them live, never went into that deep of a dive on them, but it was a situation where like I really enjoyed Deftones. I liked their music. And then I got to see them in a live setting, and it also was the first stop on their tour. Also, was their first time ever headlining an arena show. So it was like or stadium arena. I think it's the same. But it was the first time I ever got to see like a rock band after 30 years of playing like 6 to 1,200 seaters just finally sell something out, which was so sick to see. So unbelievably sick. And they were just having the time of life. And I was so hungover at it. I remember I was beside someone who cracked a beer and I thought I was gonna vomit. Like I was so hungover I could barely move. I was dying off that concert. I am all right. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Y'all gotta keep it on the down low, okay? All right. I say I'm 5'7" on stage because it is funnier. In reality, I am 5'8". Okay? I'm the first and only man to lie about being shorter. Okay? That's actually probably not true. I I just yeah, I'm 5'8", but yeah, man. That's kind of where I'm at. And I just thought I'd hop on live to see this. I kept telling people, I was like, I'm gonna go on live. Why the hell wouldn't I go on live? Why wouldn't I have fun? Why wouldn't I try it out? Sorry. Yeah, dude, go to more con. What was the last concert you went to? That's what I'm curious about. As if it makes a difference from probably 5'7" a month ago. Yeah, you're not wrong. I am still growing, okay? At least I certainly hope so, because right down there is not looking good. Okay? Uh You went to Kid Cudi. Dude, I went to Kid Cudi this week as well. That's actually hilarious. In Vancouver, I went to Kid Cudi. Yeah, I thought he put on a I'm not a huge Kid Cudi fan. I thought he put on like a phenomenal show. I have never seen so much charisma just ooze out of the guy. It was really interesting to watch. Also a guy who has been performing for like 20 or 30 years and he still clearly loved it, which I thought was sick. Damn, Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins rips. Favorite show I've ever done? Mm, I don't know if I have one. I don't know if I could like really place. I like when I do my own show at like whenever I'm able to run my own stuff, I usually enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, that's probably it. There's no like definitive favorite show. There used to be like venue spaces that I absolutely love. There used to be this place run by these guys called Comedy Ring, and their show was so unbelievably fun. It was just a kill box. It was in the basement of a Jamaican restaurant. Absolutely ruled. Oh damn, Janelle Monae showed up? That's crazy. Oh, Placebo and Paul McCartney. That rips, dude. That must have been crazy. You look like you wear Hey Dudes. Dude, Big Boy I thought did actually send it. Big Boy went crazy. Also, I had such a humbling moment specifically. Big Boy started playing. Obviously, I got very excited. Bombs Over Baghdad started going off. Me and my roommate Roberto were the only ones in our section to stand up. Bombs Over Baghdad started playing like full speed, full speed. What am I talking about? Full speed, yeah, slowed and reverb. Bombs Over Baghdad started playing. Bombs Over Baghdad started sending. Me and my roommates were like the only ones that stood up, and I hate to admit this, insecure to a point where we looked around, saw no one else stood up, and within like 2 minutes we sat back down. Tough. Okay. Damn tough. What do I got here? What is this? What the heck? What does that do? What's that do? Oh, different effects. What the hell? Closest thing I've been to being canceled. Okay, I don't know if you guys some of you might know it, some of you might not, but basically there was a joke that I had about not being about British gangsters where I was like, I just can't take British gangsters and British hip hop seriously. Like this is so ridiculous. I just can't. You guys sound like absolute buffoons. And you'd be tails as a person, I'll do it. Uh I don't know if you're familiar with that one though, but it's basically a joke where I'm just like, yeah, yes, yes, the gun one where I'm like, fling, fling, blip, blop, blue, and I was like, you sound absolutely ridiculous. This is crazy. I'm not kidding. You can still probably find it. You can go on TikTok because I've had that joke in the chamber for a minute. Yeah, dude. So if you go on TikTok and go back to like, I think it was 2022, I posted an early version of it. I posted like the earliest version of it that was basically me actually in that Jamaican restaurant doing it. It was me in a Jamaican restaurant doing it. It was all people that eat in a Jamaican restaurant, so they were going crazy over it. And then I posted it on TikTok and it got I think 2 or 3 million views and it was all people from England saying they were gonna kill me. Like I'm not even joking. It was all people from England being like, the moment you touch down here, I'll show you what a real gangster is. You don't know real G's. I'm gonna chef you up the moment I get here. It was all people from England being like, it's on site. Once you get here, you're done for. I still have people found me on Instagram. This is before I had like any Instagram followers. Legit, don't come around me in my ends. Someone found me on Instagram and he sent me voice messages basically being like, bruv, and when I find you, bruv, and when I get you, bruv, it's over with. You understand? Resolve, okay? Dude, I didn't know what it was. And I kept making fun of them in the comment section. This is really before I had anything, so they were going insane. That's basically what they were saying. They were all proving my point. They're like, "Come to Sheffleydale and you'll see." And I was like, Once again, man, you're just proving my point further and further." Yeah, it was insane. That was probably the closest I've ever come. Only on TikTok, honestly. On TikTok, I did one joke about talking about how Asian people are the most racist people. What kind of doctor was Dr. Pepper? Physician, physician. Gee, what? Physician? Gee, oh my lord. Oh, that's what you've been spamming. That's this whole time you've been trying to hit me with one of those. Oh, that is ridiculous. No, I'm not getting. No, no, no. I never agreed to that. I never agreed to that. That one, I would also say another instance was yes, most certainly. The Chinese are the most racist joke. I did a joke about how Chinese were the most racist, and funny enough, I posted it on YouTube. It's the act out of them seeing my friend Ola, who's a black guy, and I was like, oh, they were so surprised, their eyes opened so wide they changed ethnicity. And I put that out, and I remember that show so well because it was at this space called the Mountain, and the Mountain was a tattoo studio. The Mountain is where I have like a lot of the tattoos I have here, I got at the Mountain. And I remember when I was about 24, the owner of it, who was this like 20-year-old kid named Austin, reached out to me and was like, "Would you ever want to do shows here?" And I was like, "This is such a cool space. This is so awesome." That might be my favorite space. That might be my favorite venue space. But it was sick. And it was this crazy thing where it was like coming out of COVID. It was probably 2021, 2022. So every single show had this like you couldn't replicate the feeling of the show. It was unbelievable because it was coming out of COVID. Everybody would be there and be like, holy shit, I can't believe we're in this situation. I cannot believe that we're all shoulder to shoulder. This feels so exciting. So every show was crazy energy. Every show was amazing. People were so excited to be there. It was also all Gen Z. It was all young people. And I remember that specific one because everyone hated me. It was like my home court advantage. Usually I did great there, and people just despised me that day. They hated my set. They hated everything. And specifically, I remember being like, "You guys are enjoying this. What do you want?" And I pulled a card. It was like a pull card of like, it was this weird bucket show theme game where you can pull out a bucket, and I pulled it out, and it said, "Do your most controversial joke." And I remember looking at them and going like, "Okay, You all asked for this though. And then at that time, it was like kind of coming out of the heat of Stop Asian Hate. So it was like a really touchy subject, specifically talking about that. When you get my tattoo, can you live stream it? Hell yeah. Uh, it was like a very touchy situation coming out of that. And I remember hitting that joke, and it was a weird thing where like 50% of the room was dying, and the other 50% of the room was furious. And I left almost immediately. I don't know what possessed me to do it. At that time, I was working, fun fact, at that time, I was working at Tesla Motors. And I was working just on lunch break, and I uploaded the clip to my TikTok, and immediately like that, people were like, "Oh my lord, you absolute reprehensible monster!" And immediately people were jumping on that joke specifically, and it was a situation where like I would put that joke out there, and 50% always getting it, 50% not getting it. The goal? No, I want 100% to get it. I want 100% to get it. I don't drive a Cybertruck. I do not drive a Cyber. Tesla was one of the worst jobs I ever worked. They paid me horribly. Elon Musk used to send us emails in the morning urging us not to sell stock after he did something dumb as hell. I'm not even joking with you. You had your own email set up, and it was like a mass overlord email would come in of being like, Elon Musk, please don't sell your stock. I never had stock. I was never in it long enough to get that. But I remember uploading it at Tesla, and I would have to like help customers and like show them their car. And then every now and then I'd be like, "Yep, so this is the new Model Y. It can go at this speed." And then I'd get a ring, and I'd look at my phone. It would just be someone being like, "I'm gonna kill you. I hate you so much. You're the worst human being in existence." And I go, "So the new features it has actually, this one has 4-wheel drive. It does not." It was truly baffling. It was horrible, dude. It was absolutely horrible. I hated it. I hated it. Hmm. Yeah, it was a terrible job. How's my brother Ronald? Yeah, we don't talk about Ronald, man. We don't. Ever since the accident, we don't bring up Ronald. Tickle. Tickle Nation is actually funny. Tickle Nation is actually funny. That is good. Purple shirt is not for Pride Month, okay? What I have for Pride Month is my rainbow colored butt plug, all right? I'm wearing purple on top. Underneath, I have a rainbow colored butt plug. It looks like I have a butt plug in me that was designed by what's his name? Uh, Dr. Seuss. All right. I'm about to hit 38 minutes. Uh, y'all rule. I love every single one of you. I am gonna end this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've taken up your day. I'm sorry if it's been absolutely pointless. But once again, thank you for checking in. I appreciate that.